Issue of surnames that now a man is allowed to take
the wife's
surname. But I just feel like South Africa we just interpret things the way schools interpret our code.
But it's also for your personal development, man. Umchato cannot be an achievement. It's a blessing. You see, maybe
my brother, he married. I almost said he got married. He married a Tsonga girl.
And
then those ones are like, in the rural Eastern Cape that looks like this. And easy, I will cry and turn back because what the heck. Because the Ilipopo is rural. Eastern Cape is rural. Rural. Umakoti ochatele emfaneni womXhosa kwiGhana or kumXhosa because we don't use Igans. They think that you stay with your in-laws forever.
Uphekela abantu abaninzi, chances are kuyotheza unkulu. Uzawutheza ngubani?
Hi. We come back. I am Tato and this is Satan.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Sorry. Can you apologize?
Yeah.
We apologize.
Definitely. We have to apologize.
The first time you're hearing a Xhosa woman apologizing.
Already what I say. We are so sorry. Life happened.
Yeah, life happens. And when life happens, it needs to be attended to.
Yeah, I know.
Life was happening.
Life is still happening.
Yes.
But we just had to.
Yes.
We're like, it's not going to be two weekends in a row.
Exactly.
It can never be 2 weekends in a row. So we had to make sure that we do adjust. But anyway, we are here. We are back. And yeah.
Welcome to
Asxoxe. Welcome to Asxoxe. And I am your girl, Sivo.
And yours truly, Ulungi.
And welcome back, guys. I almost said colleagues. I've been saying colleagues forever. I've been saying colleagues for a while.
Yeah.
So he's a 95 girl.
Yes.
Please make sure that you don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you do subscribe and also make sure that you do like, comment and share this video, guys, because you know that we drop a content proper. We always touch based on topics that affect everyone, affect us and you and your friend and your family and everyone else around you. So please make sure that you do click that subscribe button and become a family.
Please, the subscriptions, they need to go up.
They need to go. Yeah. And yeah, we do have 3 segments, which is How's Your Heart, What's on Your Mind, and the Topic of the Day.
And sometimes the topic of the day can or will coincide with
what is on your mind.
Yeah,
there's something that I wanted to say and I forgot. Oh, I want to explain. Asxoxe, guys, it means let's have conversation. Can be conversation about anything else and something that we might be interested kuyo and we might be interested now kuyo, and you can actually suggest topics on the comments below in terms of the topics that you want us to cover. Hey, I haven't been doing this thing in a while. But anyway, it comes natural. How's your heart?
My heart.
After 3 weeks of not seeing each other.
Yes. It's been quite a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think it could be more because we usually do 2
maybe it could be
in a month. Yes. So it's been a while. It's been a while. My heart is. I think I have created a good space for my heart, and I'll tell you why.
I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that, and I'm willing to learn. I want to create a good space for my heart.
It's been in a good space, but because life happens, and sometimes like those smaller things is when you feel it down, and they creep in. Always life, like it's always balance. So with it being in a good space, some things happened and like it was just, and as man, even my body, I was just ill, I was not okay, and then I was like, it's spring.
What the heck?
It's spring, and we have a new year with people that follow the African calendar. The new year is about to, we're about to get into the new year, get 23 September.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Ethiopians that are entering 2018. I'm like,
in their own world.
And someone was like, oh, you guys are still to experience COVID-19 because we are in 2018, so you are still approaching.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
So what I did was I did a spring cleaning. And it's we are in spring. So spring cleaning. It took me forever, but I am so glad I did it. Like, I let go of a lot of things. You know, we hang on to so many things with hopes that no, mhlawumbi izosebenza, mhlawumbi izolingana, mhlawumbi ama-use it, mhlawumbi ndizozinxiba, mhlawumbi it may be anything, clothes, items, gadgets, items zasendlini. You find about uneketile 3-4 that you're not using, but you keep on saying, maybe one day when this one fails, I'm gonna have it back up.
Talking about I've got a backup. I'm telling just think of that. Backup.
So I was like, I need to clear all this clutter because like it's just, I felt like it's
taking space.
I cleaned. I think I got rid of like 8 bags both for myself and shoes, and I look at them, I'm like, I love this shoe, this looks nice, but I never get to wear it anyway. It's been over 5 years that could be losing numbers or something. I was like, it's time to let go. And that made me now go to my cell phone and be like, contacts, man, who are you? Whom are you? Why are you still here?
Why are you still here?
Delete. So I did a lot of spring cleaning in like literally
in your life.
And
I tell you.
So I feel like very light. I feel like nice. A lot of weight has been.
I love that for you. Apparently that statement is not a good thing to say. Love it for you. But it sounds like you are, what is this word that they use? It sounds like you're being sarcastic, like, but not necessarily that. But it sounds like connotation or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, they just like love it for you.
So you should say for you, nah?
No. Let's be right for you, not for me. Like,
I guess it goes with how you're reading it.
Yeah.
But, I love it for me, Sana, because I feel so much so light. And also in that whole process, I learned I've been shedding a bit of weight because some of the clothes are using and when I put them on. Well, how is your heart?
I am so overwhelmed. We're just talking about how we could not meet and shoot because I was busy being an older sister. I was busy being an older sister, and my brother was lowering a girlfriend and I just had to be out of the province 2 weeks in a row, 2 weekends in a row, and 2 weekends in a row took a lot of time. Like, not being in my place this year for Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's a lot. And now again,
and also the driving in between.
Oh God, oh my dear. Now I need to catch up. I need to catch up on a lot of things. I need to catch up on because I neglected a lot of things. And in Goku, deadlines on deadline on top of deadline on top of deadline, and I need to catch up. Unfortunately, I can't make excuses. I can't. I need to make sure that I'm on top of it. You know. But in terms of my besides that, I'm okay. I'm good. It's just that once into one wrong, somebody affects you because it affects you, then you become overwhelmed, you become tired, anxiety, all that stress. I haven't had anxiety like
in a while,
and I'm grateful for that, but obviously stress, because I'll be thinking, am I gonna be able to? But yeah, I'm not in a bad space. It's just that Kuninzi and D1 and what's on your mind? What is on the streets that has anyway, like
Guningi, guys.
Guningi.
I've got quite a few things that I want to mention, and since like the last time we were here, the Umkwanazi inquiry of commission
that was postponed,
and they won't. Okay, fine. And then, but he is the one who created this mess, so he must come and account for it. It was like, why? There's no need.
But means I'm never involved, and they just want to see
to delay it as much as they possibly
because they know, but. Yeah, and also returning those dockets back, and Mkonas is saying no, thank you. Mkonas is a smart mover. It's a smart man. Mkonas is really smart.
But also, I am so glad of we're seeing so many court cases and so many outcomes that are positive. Like abantu bayabotshwa, okay, bebebotshiwe, but now like they're getting their sentences, and it's like. I know for the cases that, like, for the charges that they are accused of or they were found guilty of, we can't compare the two, but I'm glad that the courts are finally like handing down sentences that are acceptable to the public, for lack of a better word, because I think people would rather have the accused killed or but
sentence.
They are getting like your life sentences, but like there's like a lot of sentences that are happening that people are getting, and we love it for justice. And then another thing that is on my mind is the whole thing of, yes, we might not have the same opinions, same way of thinking, same way of seeing things. We are different beings at the end of the day. There are people who are on the extreme left, people who are on the far right. Well, but far right. But that doesn't mean, and I'm not saying I'm speaking on behalf of anyone, and it doesn't mean about just because someone did something bad, then you must also be a bad person. Like, I don't think actions as Zomuntu should change the type of person you are as a person. So there's an assassination, I don't know if you saw it. The American Charlie Kirk who got shot. It's so sad that there's actually people that are celebrating. Like they're so happy.
Well, I don't know that guy. I didn't know him. I first heard of him usually at work when my colleague was talking about this guy. Well, I heard about him before my colleague, but then when I had a conversation with my colleague, that's when she indicated that she was anti-black and whatnot. So I was like, I think for me, not that I'm happy that he got killed, but I'm like, why do we have black South Africans? My question was, why do we have black South Africans that are now like posting him as like he was a hero for black people? Like, I'm like that. I think that's what I didn't understand. But yes, which doesn't mean that because of he was anti-black, whatever that he was for, then he deserved to die. But I wouldn't post an RIP Bani. Like I wouldn't post an RIP to a rapist. I wouldn't post an RIP to Malgaju or Mulala Band or Mesa Band. I wouldn't post as if like now I'm sad.
But do you see where I'm going with this? Is we have become so desensitized to inhumane things, so much so that asisayiboni into mayrongo namayisenziwa sithi because of abantu benza izinto ezimbi. It shouldn't be that when, I mean, experiencing or seeing something like that on social media, in like because it happened in a public area.
I haven't seen, there's a video.
Like he was giving a speech or addressing a crowd, and then someone from like a balcony or rooftop shots. There's like a lot of opinions about where the person was, but it was an assassination. Now my concern is, if we accept that as something that is being done, remember, yes, you may think about there's certain things that he was doing is wrong. There's certain things that we think we are right, and someone completely disagrees with that.
Definitely.
Because we will never be of the same opinion, right? You believe in what you believe in, he believes in what he believes in, but the manner in which people reacted. Now my problem is the excitement of people being excited of witnessing such a, it's inhumane, witnessing a person being killed, assassinated in front of, it's university kids to begin with. Abantu bebepa, the trauma that they endured. Also, whatever beliefs he had, whether he hated black people, he thought like black people were like subhumans. He thought the best black people we had were like when we were still like when black people were still slaves. The best black people because of the violence that black people now have towards like each other and to other races as well. And all of that, it's fine, he had his own opinions, but ngendlela abambulale ngayo phambi kwabantu irongo. And the thing is, we will celebrate that happening to him, right? Because he stood for his truth. When you will stand up for your truth and say, actually no, there's a law now that's just been passed about husbands can take the wife's surname. So you will stand up for them and be like, no, in the African culture, that is not allowed. And then you'll be addressing a crowd. Then someone who completely disagrees with you will be on the rooftop, shoot you dead. Is that allowed? Like, is that going to be right for him?
It's not allowed at all. It's not allowed. I think now the only issue I had is when I saw some South African celebrities that posted him. And at first I was like, oh, okay, he was a youth in America. I didn't even know what was it before. But now when I heard about what was his agenda, I was like, yes, why are we posting as a South African black person if then that person believed by, Anyway,
we should actually be concerned of such acts, because if it happens in the USA, chances are Singama copycats. We adopt a lot of things that are happening in the US, and I hope that no one takes those ideas and brings them to South Africa.
Let me say, I hope it doesn't happen.
But yeah, that's what's on my mind. Charlie Kirk, igama like anyone so young, man.
Very young, 1993 or something like that.
Yeah, so young. Now, imagine like your daughters now having to watch that.
That's sad.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That is sad.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is I'm not clued up, but I know the issue of surnames, that now a man is allowed to take the wife's surname. But I just feel like this is Africa way we just interpret things the way schools interpret our court. The court didn't say that like
it's a must.
They say
whoever
if you
wants to.
I know there's that doctor who's a dentist who wanted to take his name wife work. I think the issue as a court came about that he wanted to have a double parent surname because the wife has a double parent surname as well. So he wanted to have a double parent surname as well. So
and I said
they wanted the Mandela surname. But I'm like, it's just how we just take things like out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like we like, yeah.
If you are not for it, it doesn't concern you.
It doesn't concern
like
me.
It's imposed.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't even know. I haven't even thought of, should I get married? Would I even change my surname completely, take my husband's surname, or would I have a double barrel, or would I just not even change my surname? I haven't even thought of it like that far. So ke uba ndingazincinga uba ndizawuthi ndifuna uba indoda umzi ithathe surname yam, guys, no. Also, what has been on my mind is on TikTok. There's a topic that which it can be a topic for another day. I think we can take that for next weekend's episode, which there's the arguments about umendo, which is umshado, and education. That came about because of there's a woman who's married to someone in KZN who said noma ningachoma nisichumele ngama-education wenu nanokusalayo mina ngashadwa, all those things. So people are coming out like, girl, ungazochoma ngomendo uhlale emzini and you've got nothing to your name, uqhomekeke endodeni, and even the ones that are married, they're coming out and saying, actually, we don't support what you're saying. We support that you have both, have education, but no, so that you can be able to, you know. But anyway, I think that's a topic. I think it's an interesting thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure by now you know, but I'm on the other side. I'm like, have your education.
I think it's a smart thing.
Have your education.
It's smart for you.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, because uzalwa wedwa.
Don't be. And into ebuhlungu ukuthi umuntu xa esweleka nento zakhe, unfortunately. Yes, angashiya mafa, but it's not like you're going to inherit that degree or that.
But it's also for your personal development, man. Umshado cannot be an achievement. It's a blessing. You see, maybe people need to understand that umshado is a blessing. Education, it's for your self-development, because as a person you need to grow. You can't be stagnant and say, this is where I'm going to remain. You need to continuously learn. But we are not on that topic.
We are not on that topic yet. But we are on the topic of umtado, umjolo. I just said that I was being a big sister, and when I saw this, I was like, I think we need to talk about this. So my brother got married, traditionally married to my brother. We're from Eastern Cape and we are Mabaka. Well, literally because my dad told me whatever. Literally very cool Mabaka. And so I just identify him as Libaka. I feel like I relate more to Mabaka than Amashli because I don't know anything yes fully. Asiko up, my brother is Mabaka. He married, I almost said he got married. He married a Tsonga girl. So now, through the comments that were there, some people are like, Tsongas and Xhosa is a good combination, and there were those ones that were saying, actually, I am dating again, and I was like, I am never gonna get married to this person because I'm thinking of the two different cultures. But now that I see this is motivating me and is actually, encouraging me to be,
have an open
mind and also commit to the relationship. And then those ones are like, in the rural Eastern Cape that looks like this. Easy, I will cry and turn back because what the heck.
Yeah.
And I think in one of those videos, I think it was the last part when we were taking Makoto home, I actually said that I was also worried because I'm like, she's a Tsonga girl from Limpopo. Limpopo and Eastern Cape are two different worlds, even though they're in South Africa, but they are two different. Limpopo is
and they can be classified as rurals, but
both,
they're not
but
the same.
Limpopo is rural.
It's an urban rural.
It's Limpopo. I always say Limpopo is rural. Eastern Cape is rural. So it becomes difficult for you to adjust. But we're not necessarily talking about my brother and the wife.
Yeah.
We're just saying, would you date out of your culture? Would you go to an extent of marrying outside again, would you be able to go to extent of adjusting? Let's say you are adjusting to the rural, because I say Eastern Cape must kuna rural. That's why I rural. Like I'm from a rural place in Eastern Cape, but when I go to other towns, I'm like DPR.
Yeah, who says Lalin?
The town yakho but mom says lalin gochinja a town. And you're like,
Okay.
Finally I'm turned about. Am I willing to? So
But
that's the topic of the day.
But
would you date outside of your culture, which is intercultural, and
also go as far as getting married
to
another culture?
Another culture.
I mean, I'm very open-minded when it comes to that.
Same here.
I don't think it would be a problem as long as it's love. I was on Fundisa Zona, so it's very busy. I've been calling about okay. I also think it's about being open-minded, man. And also because I've never really placed myself in one place for a long time. I move even from Ewundane, you get exposed to like a lot of cultures.
I think because of we grew up, not that I didn't grow up, but part of
the
me,
people that we're surrounded with,
because of you are exposed to these different cultures. And school way as well.
I think maybe for someone who like entirely has been in a certain place, maybe let's say
you've been
you were born there, wahlala khona, wafunda khona, and then for your tertiary education you go eWusu. So chances are the only people that you know it's Xhosa people. So when you move to other like towns, now it becomes a
taboo thing.
Like what do you mean? Also I think it's just having an open mind.
I think so as well. I think because of we grew up Ekasi, and we also went to a school where it was not only Xhosas. We have Xhosas, we had Bedis, we've got Tswanas, we've got Tsongas as well who were doing this bit, but there were Tsongas, we had Zulus, and Nase Lokshini, you had everyone, Tsongas, vendors, and so obviously you were exposed to quite a lot of cultures. Then when we moved to varsities, we were actually minority. You get there like it's only you, or if there's two of you who are from like Eastern Cape, the rest they're from Limpopo, they're from wherever. Then obviously you adjust to you like having relations with other people that come from different provinces and from different cultures. So it's not that, I don't think it would be that difficult for people who grew up like that. But I get you to say when umdos kulele as in Cape wafunda khona, then never sit wafunda khona, it would be difficult to integrate. But looking at my past relationships, I don't think I think I dated outside of my culture more than
you did in your.
Yes.
Actually, that's also me. I
when I look
for the longest time I avoided
dating
because of we because of Zigans. I mean Zigans, our Xhosa mentioned very handsome people. Oof. But even the heartbreaks apparently supposedly alleged like they are heartbreakers. So because of that, and also I think the exposure I had to Xhosa men because I was primarily in Joburg. So Ebekhona, yes, but like not to like so I was exposed to like a lot of other like other language, other cultures,
tribes.
Other tribes that different men come from. So but now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind being on
fingers cap. And also that was another thing on the news, like why is she also, I feel like people also like, because also my colleague, because a lot of my colleagues, they saw that video and they're like asking a lot of questions Friday. I was like, And I was so surprised that people think that umakoti otshadile emfaneni womXhosa kwigani or umXhosa because we don't use igans. They think that you stay with your in-laws forever. I'm like, guys, no. I'm like, no. If you've got your own place, it is just for that period. It's just that I feel like Eastern
like
Cape. Yes, I feel like Eastern Cape. We have exposed culture here to people, but we have not. We don't cover everything. It's just the content of, because on that video it was just a 9 minutes vlog that covered that weekend, and people in their minds they're still thinking umakoti usale emakhaya usakotiza usakha amanzi. I'm like, no, what do you mean?
It used to be like that before
because of
now people
now
have to come back and say
yes.
You have to now. You can't be staying.
And also back then, because of abantu abaninzi, they'll get married before they had their own places. Now, if man's mama could by the time echata already guys sekanomzi wakhe and whatnot, uyekhaya khulu just to do that process. Once that process is done, then uyakhululwa uyozihlala kwakhe and you do whatever that you like. So I think that's another thing, that we don't have understanding of other cultures, because people just think that, man, you are being slaved. I know by Eastern Cape, Eastern Cape, but it's just guys.
Like honestly, Eastern Cape was a because okay, umbane uyadura. We know that. Uphekela abantu abaninzi, chances are kuyotheza unkuni. Uzawutheza ngubani? Or if zikhona kumele zicandwe, obviously it will be the guys that do that. But kumele uyopheka phansi, whether ikhichi lakhona li covered or not, you'll have to go uyophemba phansi, which is I suck at that. I cannot for the life of me sustain and keep umlilo. I always have to get out, which well, I'd have people around me because I'm not used to doing that.
Which is what I was saying, that to say, obviously, because of we understand, but this person is not from our culture. Which now, if I were to get married to a Tsonga guy or a Venda guy or a Bedi guy, there are things that I would not know, because we don't do things like that in Eastern Cape. You know, so obviously I would expect Baban Bakona Banfundis, but actually we don't say, we say, or we don't do it like this, we do it like this, because obviously I come with my, own.
So, already you are.
I'm a full grown person.
You've got your own ways of doing things. But now you get into another family that which has its own ways of doing things.
They do things in a different way. So, and also I just feel like, guys, as much as Eastern Cape is very rural, but I feel like things have changed. Things are no longer the same as I was, like as they were in the 2000s, in 2000 or 2000, and like things have changed. 90s. Yes, we've seen electricity. Okay, it's going to electricity, but it's not. Yes, kuna manzi, and also. Even if you try in a tape ebaleni, because of lisiko for umakoti to go to a far place, and the significance of that is for it's the family introducing you to the village to say, we've got a new member in the village, so don't be alarmed. Yes, to a point when people see umakoti ehamba people will actually like stay, because they want to see uzongena kophumuzi, and they're like, oh, so they will then be interested, and to a point that they even visit. But it's just them saying, hello, Makoti, unjani. Then they know about Makoti are people, so that no boambelali ningenini or whatever the case. You get me?
Because now she is a part of the community,
not just the family, but the community at large. So it's not any form of us abuse. I'm using someone. We not.
Yes.
Not at all.
But now when people see that they interpreted ngendlela zabo, I think it is on us to actually teach people about the reason why certain things are done in this way is because of, like njengoba usitsho uba mayiyokhisa amanzi, it could be eyadini kunamatanki, because you know in the Eastern Cape ipompi exesheni elininzi in the rurals, like ipompi azinamanzi. And then thole kunamatanki, but kuthiwa makahambe ayokha amanzi emfuleni or like esiziba mhlawumbe esiziba esikhoma yabo ayokha khona. It's not because they actually want to torment or mistreat her. It's just that whole thing of, and it's there's a regalia or which
differentiates you.
Because our family nomakoti bendao, like already the people that are there, maybe abanonyaka or two, they dress differently.
They dress differently, and thank you for touching on that part to say, even if I was born and raised in that village, but basically, so it's not because of that person is coming from a different province. So even me, like this is a new makoti. Even if I know you, but I'm like, I know you just recently got married. Hello, makoti. Even I remember at the airport, as I saw some makoti, I'm like, hello, makoti. I was like, and she was smiling, and I'm sure people were like, huh? Like, but I didn't find the outfit to say, okay, clear nyama, very new this one, brand new from the shop. So that is that. And someone asked me why clear nyama. I'm like, that's the culture. It's part of your outfit, and it has a different way of wearing it. I didn't even know that, but I grew up in Abomakot. I didn't even know that as a lines as in shop, when you are still new, you know, all those things, and people are like,
and there's different steps in how you actually put on your clothes, like so you have to protect certain places and keep them warm.
And this scarf is standard. This scarf is standard. You can't go around Ebalin without a scarf. It being okay, a scarf is that they put around their waist because it's a standard thing. Nobody who go you always have to have that. So basically, we just wanted to talk about that, to say, would you go and be a makazi, or not a makazi, but like go to Nirimini, or Afshin, or some page. It's about pleasure, telling yalo.
Yes.
You know, I don't have issues. Actually, I've dated out of, as I've said, I've dated. Guys, let me just a disclaimer, because when I said, I'm old. I've dated a baby guy. I've dated a Zona guy. Okay, the other guys that I've dated, I'm actually from home now. I think the reason why sometimes it's nice to date outside of your tribe. Hey, I feel like because of the cooler, one and a lot growing up. Because I grew up like the tutor as like not but I did a lot of duties as a fan, so obviously duties as a fan is fine kind. So I feel like sometimes by the kind man but I'm not saying I wouldn't, because you don't know your life. I might meet my soulmate who is Libata or in Xhosa, but who just understand the way to go corner. But I'll definitely date outside. I would definitely marry outside, because I've dated.
Marry outside
of my. But it's just that it's a huge adjustment.
Yeah, it
because
is.
These provinces, guys, has fun. Like Northwest and Eastern Cape, it's still not the same. KZN and Eastern Cape, okay.
Well, I think one thing that would be an advantage when you're dating or marrying outside of the Eastern Cape is the traveling times. My goodness, having to travel 3 hours until you get home, that is bliss.
That is luxury. That is luxury.
Especially if you are driving. Yeah, because in most cases we drive. I mean, taking a flight, back on a flight, but especially when you're moving as a family.
We drive. And driving to Eastern Cape is a lot, guys.
10 hours of being on the road. You have to plan. You can't just say
I'm 8 to 9 hours, but that's still a lot. When we traveled to our Makote's place, it was like 5.5, close to 6 hours.
Which is not bad.
But I think because of we thinking it's just in the it was like for us, for girls, for Amanda Eastern Cape might be an advantage because I don't think Ukotisa goes Nindao is as hard as it is in Eastern Cape. I think it's a bit light. I don't know because I haven't been there, but because of I'm fully exposed to Eastern Cape, I know but girl also sebenza. Girl umuntu nomuntu ongenayo uzawumenzela iti, it is standard. Like uba umakoti weti from iti uba umakoti ukusikisonka from umakoti ukusikisonka uba umakoti ukwenza amathumbu from amathumbu, like you always have something that you are assigned to do. You can never nje uhlale phansi relax as umakoti in the Eastern Cape.
I also think between Asxoxe and Semazulwini, it's almost the same.
Almost the same. I think Nguni is the same because namandebele.
Ukotisa kwabo kuyafana like.
Hectic.
Uyapithiza ubona ngoba ube nephinifa.
Uba ne-athaba ziyabuya apha.
Yeah, but in others they relax, very relaxed.
I think so. I think even the rules, because in a kaya Margot, like for example, and you can't walk on the other side of the house, you must walk on the other side. You can't do this, you can't do that. But things are changing now, because even before you could not just be talking to your husband and looking at him like, baby, people are doing that, but I most time yes, but they are. I think things are a bit.
You can't be in the same house and then this like you can't but
I think Ekaya we're not that hectic. Ekaya we're not that hectic, and also I feel like Amantombas and Ekaya we understanding and we support Abomako man.
Another problem that I have with Asxoxe being Makoti, and it's a whole thing. Okay, fine, I can lose my surname, but Nekamalam Gobagalogu.
Asxoxe you can never be ulungelo, you can never be usibongile.
So I'll have to EIDM changes everything, like from your name, which is I think another difference between us.
But you don't have to change your name on your ID.
You do. When you change identity, you can't keep your ID, Gefan. So you need to apply for a new ID, depending if you decide to change your surname, right? So if you change your surname, no,
it's just for your choice.
No milile.
No.
Simlindi.
It's not. No, it's just you doing that, or the people can do it on socials. But a home affairs will always still be lungelwa. Then take the husband's surname. You don't add it. It's just you liking things. It's not a must that you add that.
Okay, maybe go, but.
Even before my grandmother was my I'm sure maybe it depends also again down mom was still her name. She was Nompumelelo Soflina Maqungu, which is Maqungu is a name Yomkwenyana before she was Soflina.
Also she just changed the surname.
Soflina Ngale. So you just change the surname. Just Ebalene, yes. Which I don't use to Abomakoti Basekaya.
But these are
like, yeah, I'll call you Lungi or call you Mtase. I'm like, I mean, for me, I'm like, also the name change. I feel like also having sisters-in-law about right. they'll give you igama right ozawuthanda nawe
Usange man.
yabona amagama igama elinenqoba ndazafuna igama esinzima uzuzibize ngelo gama nawo ke ndingubani known as besuthi igama lakho lasemzini qoba jonga I got
I am a new person.
I got that via umthato. I got that via umthato. So yeah, I just don't know if I would marry outside of South Africa to an African country. Maybe I can do Botswana, Lesotho, Swaziland, because it's almost the same thing. Yeah, Sadek. I don't know if I would go as Niger, Congo.
Well, we'll never know. Love will take you places. Maybe you might meet your soulmate in Paris. Ungazi, where they like originally come from. So we cannot.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, I feel like also a problem go is because of the scams that are happening that are done by the the North African. Yeah. So now you're like, but you might meet someone at medical school, medicine, like I know his business, he knows my business, so love of my life, you marry. All I'm saying, guys, is that like don't close doors. It's a guy from Eastern Cape, but Eastern Cape, guys, you're just there for 2 months. I mean, for 2 weeks, not months. 2 weeks or 1 month, and it's done. You are back to your house with your husband. You do what you like. You go there, you smile. You just pretend. You are done. Also, my mom don't ask duties, like just get there and ask by the next thing and just say, guys, now I don't know this. Can I assist in whatever, in another thing? I mean, because what the heck? Just because of when now somebody got to say in the Eastern Cape. No, don't do that. Teasing
ritual or anything God teasing initiation will keep me away from the love of my life.
It must never keep you away.
I can't have it baguette at all. Like I really cannot. I'd rather have it on my shoulder or somewhere, I don't know, like in itambile. But for Ulavi. I will do everything.
And actually, I mean, oh my God, they actually look so nice, and also the things are a bit
incorporating it also with the corporate life,
and all that, And you can get nice sister-in-laws like me, who'll be like, "I my God, relax." Sambe se kamerin khathile hlala phasi sicambe na sambe.
Stanley Cup sibesine savana.
I'm like but I'm like the first time I'm like, my God, don't until you get used to, so you can, yeah.
Yes, let's integrate, guys.
Let's be accepting. Let's be accepting of each other, guys. Let's stop being tribalist and be thinking, we live vendor. Also, as a man, we don't eat people's money, guys. We work for money. We got our own money. So like Lina, Limpopo people stop it.
And funny enough, a lot of Xhosa women, I think this whole fight is on the socials because I'm a Xhosa Limpopo. So there's a lot of
I feel like people just talk about it on socials, but when they do meet the real ones, they're like, hey, I guess Saktand and Saktand. And thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And thank you so much for joining us. Please do not forget to subscribe. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and share. And for me, Siva,
and your girl Ulungi,
it's a good
Just become the right person that actually matters. And every day I drive